I'm going to tell you something that sounds like a slap in the face. You don't need more time. You have the exact same 24 hours as the person you're most jealous of. You have the same 1,440 minutes that built empires, wrote masterpieces, and changed the world. The reason you're overwhelmed isn't that your schedule is full, it's that your focus is fractured. We've been told that time management is about calendars and color-coded apps. That's a lie. Real productivity isn't about managing your clock, it's about managing your biology. And if you don't learn the difference, you're going to spend your entire life being busies without ever actually being successful. We are currently living through a global crisis of attention. Scientifically speaking, our brains are being outpaced by our technology. Every time you switch tasks, going from a report to a text message and back, you pay what researchers call a cognitive switching penalty. Your brain doesn't just snaps to the next task, it drags the residue of the last one with it. This creates a mental fog that makes simple tasks take 3 times longer. Today, we're going to clear that fog. I'm going to show you the 4 pillars of high-output management that turn on trying into it's done. Pillar 1. Energy over time. The first mistake we make is treating our day like an 8-hour block of clay. It's not. Your brain operates on something called ultradian rhythms. Think of your energy like a hiking trail. In the morning, the trail is clear and your legs are fresh. By 3:30 p.m., the trail is covered in fog and your legs are lead. Evidence from the Draugian group found that the most productive people don't work the longest. They work in sprints. They found that 52 minutes of intense, focused work followed by 17 minutes of total rest was the golden ratio. Stop trying to be a genius at 4:30 p.m. when your brain is in a trough. Identify your peak, usually that 90-minute window a few hours after you wake up, and protect it like your life depends on it. Because here's the kicker. If you win your peak, the rest of the day is just a victory lap. But winning your peak is impossible if you're focusing on the wrong things, which brings us to Pillar 2. Pillar 2, the 80-20 surgery. We love to-do lists because they make us feel productive. But most to-do lists are just a form of organized procrastination. You're checking off clear inbox and order new pens while the massive project that actually changes your life sits at the bottom, untouched. This is Pareto's principle. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Most of what you do in a day is just noise. To fix this, you need to perform the surgery. Every morning, ask, if I could only do one thing today to feel proud, what would it be? In the world of investing, they call this compounding. Just like 100 grows faster than 1, focusing on your one big rock task yields exponential progress, while finishing 10 small tasks yields 0. But even if you pick the right task, you'll fail if you don't understand the compound interest of your own habits. If this is hitting home, subscribe and comment your goal. Let's get to work. Pillar 3, the flow state trigger, time boxing. The third pillar isn't about what you do, it's about how deep you go. Most people live in shallow work, a state of constant distraction where you're never fully immersed. This prevents you from reaching flow, that biological state where your ego vanishes, time flies, and your performance skyrockets. The struggle here is that we wait for inspiration to strike. But professionals don't wait for inspiration, they build triggers. The most effective trigger is a technique called time boxing. Instead of a vague to-do list, you give every task a physical home on your calendar. When you box out 9:30 a.m. to 10:03 a.m. for a specific project, you are making a contract with your future self. Research shows that implementation intentions, deciding exactly when and where you will act, doubles the likelihood of follow-through. It removes the decision fatigue of wondering what to do next. When the box starts, the world stops. No choices, just execution. But once that box closes, you have to be able to step away. Pillar 4, the recovery paradox. The final reason you're unproductive is that you don't know how to stop. We wear burnouts like a badge of honor, but scientifically, a brain that doesn't rest is a brain that can't synthesize information. This is the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain will keep spinning on unfinished tasks until you give it permission to stop. This is why you feel fried but can't sleep. You need a shutdown ritual. At the end of your workday, write down your big 3s for tomorrow and literally say the words, I am done for the day. This signal closes the open loops in your mind. High performance is a rhythm, high intensity, then deep recovery. You can't have one without the other. So, here's the transformation. You aren't going to find more time. You're going to create it by being brutal with your focus and kind to your biology. I'm begging you to stop being busy. Busy is a choice. Effectiveness is a discipline. My challenge to you is simple. Tomorrow morning, don't touch your phone for the first hour. Do your most important 80-20 task for 60 minutes. No emails, no Slack, no news. Just you and the work. Do that for 1 week, and I promise you, you won't recognize your life. The clock is running. What are you going to do with the next 60 minutes? Like if this helped. Now, close this tab and go execute.